Hello everyone, January 26 is Australia Day, a national holiday in Australia. On this day, a spectacular event was held in Sydney Harbour. I went with great enthusiasm and made a video of the scenes. Please take a look. Let's go! We got off the train at Milsons Point, the closest station on the north side, to watch the event taking place in Sydney Harbour from the Harbour Bridge. It's already quite crowded. Many people are walking towards the Harbour Bridge to see the event. Let's walk along with the flow. Few people get to walk across the Harbour Bridge normally, but today it's packed. By the way, Australia Day is an official public holiday celebrated annually on January 26. It commemorates the arrival of the first British settlement fleet in Sydney in 1788. On this day, grand events are held in cities across Australia. The Opera House is coming into view. There are many ships there. In front of the Opera House, the Royal Australian Navy's amphibious assault ship, the HMAS Canberra, is floating. It's absolutely impossible for this ship to be in front of the Opera House under normal circumstances, so just seeing the scene is incredibly rare. I wanted to get a little closer, but it's pretty crowded and there's no place to see. We finally secured a spot around here.
Happy Australia Day, everybody!
Next up is the celebratory cannon salute. I must have missed the last 21st shot. Since I could only film it from a distance in the video, I tried filming the camera with a long-range lens attached. There were many guests aboard the ship. They were likely holding some sort of family day event. After the event ended, the Canberra immediately returned to her nearby port. Next is the program I have been looking forward to. This is a demonstration flight of the Royal Australian Air Force's F-35 fighter jet. Though the fighter jet itself isn't visible yet, I feel like I can hear the sound of its engines. It was flying so fast that I completely lost sight of it. The cloudy conditions might have also made it harder to see. It's there. I lost the fighter here. After that, the fighter jet did not return, so it seems the demonstration has ended. Here are a few photos I took with my cameras. Considering the camera's spec, I'm glad it managed to capture the fighter jet properly. I was even able to get footage of the flare launch with the camera at the end. The next program is the ferry race. The public ferries, which serves as the daily transportation for Sydney locals and tourists, will race at full speed. The program listed it as a Ferrython, incorporating a marathon. 4 ferries are dashing past, starting right in front of the Opera House.
They're racing. They're off already.
Each of the 4 ferries was decorated in a different themed color, and passengers appeared to be aboard. This boat appears to circle around the HMAS Canberra, floating in the center and return to the front of the Opera House. The ferries have returned. One is running slightly late, but there's almost no difference in time between the first 3. They finished. The first 3 boats finished almost at the same time, but what was the result? While the ferry normally operates as public transportation for citizens, tickets were sold specially for this race. It seems you could ride the ferry while it was sailing at full speed. Even if it's only once a year, I think it's quite an interesting project. Well done to all the ferries that raced. The final program is the Australian flag flying around Sydney Harbour. The Royal Australian Navy helicopter carrying a large Australian flag came into view from the distance. It's a bit hard to see, but it's around the arrow on the screen. The helicopter flying the national flag is the Navy's MH-60R helicopter. It's currently flying over Canberra. It's a very photogenic sight. It appears to be flying right up to the skyscrapers of Sydney Harbour. It turned around and came back.
There's going to be parachutists, I bet. There's parachutists.
Seeing the national flag, a symbol of the country, proudly flying over the city on Australia Day is truly a magnificent sight. I think Japan should try something like this someday. All programs have concluded, so the Canberra has begun return to her port. The ferry that finished the race returned to the ferry terminal. After the ferry returned, a small boat came out and began spinning around. After that, it seems the restrictions within the bay were lifted and many ships returned. The sound of a military band playing could be heard. The ferry service seems to have resumed operations. Everything is finished, so let's get down to Harbour Bridge. The area around the Opera House is very crowded. It might have been nice to watch the event around here. Alright, I'll end this video here. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video. See you soon.